Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Flinger, and welcome to Arc Basics, a show where we break down everything there is to know about a certain creature and how to get it and where to find it and just about every single thing there is to know about it. So today we're going to be talking about the chitinous masterpiece that is the Karkinos, the giant crab. These guys are absolutely insane on just about everything that they can do. I mean, honestly, these guys are amazing. All right, well, let's jump right into it. All right, Tame Karkinos, they have some rather really cool special abilities, and if there is a map that has Karkinos on them, then it is usually something that I will eventually set myself out to tame and to have, because their utility is just amazing. Not only do they have independent claws for their attacks, you can attack with the left claw, you can attack with the right claw. Both of them are tied to the left and right mouse buttons, or on controller, I believe it's the triggers, and it is just absolutely amazing. They can go around, they can pick up just about anything that is smaller than, say, a baryonyx. I mean, here, let's show you with this guy right here. All you do is just hold, and once you have it in your claws, you can just keep holding on to it. You can let go of whatever you did to pick it up. And then if you want to, you can quite literally just smash it while it's inside of your claws. Yeah, it's pretty dang cool. Also, not only that, but you can also take here, let me go grab something else that is smaller. I mean, we could use a jerboa, I guess. All right, so we have a jerboa, and while it's in the claws, we can quite literally just hop off, let it sit like that, and then we can shoot it and we can knock it out. So anything that'll fit in his claws that you can hold on to. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to line up the shot sometimes, especially with some. I should have picked something bigger, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, that would have knocked it out if I didn't accidentally kill it and then do that. But yeah, I mean, if a Karkinos can pick it up and hold it, you can quite literally just shoot it and tame it from, you know, its claws. It's really amazing. Also, they have this really cool ability to jump wicked high. All you have to do is hold the jump button and then release it. And you can even do it while you're in the water. Here, let me show you. Now, this can also get a little bit tricky here. All right, they also do not have a oxygen meter, so you can freely go inside the water. And then they can jump right out of the water. Now, if you find yourself, like, say, down way low and you need to get out of water, you can actually double jump while in the water to continually go down. And, yeah, okay, I picked a spot with Snideria. That was not good. But yeah, as long as you're in the water, see that? I just double jump. See, right there, without even touching the ground. As soon as you hit the water, you can literally double jump. So if you find yourself really low in the water or really deep in there, you can, as long as you have stamina, you can just keep double jumping to get out of it. It's really impressive. All right, another cool thing they have. Okay, so Gallimimus is impervious. Yeah, Gallimimus are really tricky to pick up. But yeah, say if we don't like this raptor baby that's hanging around here, or is that a Gallimimus? Either way, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is hold the C button, and then you can fling this thing wicked far. It's great. You should try this with your friends. Make sure they have gliding suits on before you do it, or not. I mean, it's your decision. All right, another cool thing about the Karkinos is, much like the Argentavis, you know how Argentavis, you can pick up an Anki and you can just kind of carry it around. But these guys right here, they can two-fist Ankies. Yeah, you can have one in each hand as you're going around, and then you can just harvest up so much stuff. It is absolutely amazing. If you have somebody that is following you, and you can actually just pull everything away from it, so where you can harvest up as much as you want. You see how fast we just harvested all that stuff with an Anki? It's so much faster than an Argent can, anything. Karkinos and with a couple of Ankies, or even an Anki in one claw and a Doticrus in the other claw, is one of the fastest ways of harvesting up materials. It is, I mean, it's pretty dang good. I mean, when I say pretty dang good, I mean amazingly good. All right, another ability that kind of goes hand in hand with its ability to jump is also it has a really reduced fall damage. Here, let me show you. Yeah, and we jumped from a really high height, so yeah, this is pretty impressive. All right, before we jump over to a couple of the other maps, I'm going to show you where they spawn here on Ragnarok. Over on Ragnarok, they spawn mostly in the underneath. If you go through this area right here, it's underneath the castle area that is up here in the big giant caves up there. Also, you can find a couple that are right down here inside this little cave down here, and this is where I actually find them. On Ragnarok, I prefer, actually, because they're so much harder to get isolated from the other Karkinos on Ragnarok, is find one, a high-level one that has a baby, and then take that out and then claim the baby. It's one of the easiest ways on Ragnarok to do it, and that's how I actually tamed up garlic butter over there. Okay, on Aberration, where they first were initially introduced into the game, they can spawn pretty much just about anywhere there's water. Right along this waterway, right along here, there's quite a few, although they drop off right here, and you really don't see them right here. And then down through in here, and then also all the way over in this lake. There's a whole bunch of them inside of here. And then down inside of each one of these little pools down inside of here, there's Karkinos all over the place. So yeah, if you're looking to tame one, or if you're looking to get a baby one, I mean, seriously, just keep looking, and chances are you will eventually find one. All right, now over here on Valguero, they are most usually found in the aberrant zone. That is, the entrance is right here, and you can come down. It zooms around like this way. You keep to the right, and then down around right over where I'm about to show you is where you can find them. All right, right down inside of here, as you can see, there's one right here, and it's right down over in this section. Now, this guy right here, we're probably going to be using this guy as a demonstration just to show you how to tame them. And this guy is level 20. All right, that's perfect. All right, but now you have to be careful when setting up a trap for these guys, and I would recommend using a trap. Is just you can kill them quite easily, because if you hit any other part of them other than the back part of their shell, you're not gonna be able to do any torpor damage. Let me clear up this area, and then I'll set up a quick trap. All right, now there's quite a few traps for these. If you look around online, you can find all sorts of different ones. Everybody's got their favorite trap. I just go with the standard Giga trap, because if it works, it works. So all you do is just go like this, and then you kind of set it out like this. And then you make it so where it's a little bit more harder to get in, and then you just leave this part open, and then you make sure so where they can just plop right inside of there, and it'll lock them in. Now, if you have a few extra gates, you can literally just confine them so they can't walk around and do anything like that. All right, so let's go pick a fight, and let's go get this sucker over here. All right, and you have to be very, very careful, especially, well, I'm going to be super careful on this guy, because he's lower level, and I don't want to damage him too much. All right, so he's got aggro. Let's just kind of lure him. Now, every once in a while, they will lose aggro. Just use a rare flower, and you can get them to do your bidding. Let's go like this. Are you coming around, bud? Yeah, you see that? He's not sure what to do. He knows he wants to eat me. There he goes. Chase him over. Right through here. Alright. Now that he's inside, all we do is just go like this. And just lock him in. Alright. Now that we've got that set up and he is firmly locked inside a place, now all we have to do is go over, grab some pillars, a ceiling, and some ladders. And then from here, all we have to do is put up a position so where we can actually fire a catapult into his face. Now, it's recommended that when you are doing this, you kind of Set it up like this. And then, since he's locked into place, don't be too afraid to quite literally reposition this if you need to. All right, and then once we've got this set up like this, all you have to do is shoot him on the back. And then he will eventually get knocked out. Now, you're aiming for that section of his shell, and right there, and then he will eventually get knocked out. Okay, so that one didn't work. Okay, so we got another one locked inside of here. Now, this one is a little bit higher level. I believe it's like 120 or something like that. Now, what you want to do is, if you want them locked in a little bit tighter, all you have to do is grab another one of these, and you can kind of compress them on it, although you have to be careful not to compress them too much, because if you compress them too much, they'll just bounce right out of the trap. I saw a raptor over there. But that'll stop him from moving. And now we just hit him again. And aiming right for the back part of his shell. And remember, these things, they lob, so there is an arc. Now, it is recommended that while you are knocking one of these out, if you have any questions, you can always just come up to it and be like, okay. Okay, so we are doing torpor, but he is taking a bunch of damage, so I've missed a couple times. So, if that's the case, you could literally just go out, grab something that, like this right here, and just kind of drag it to it. All right, so now all we have to do is bring this to him, and you notice he's going to start freaking out here soon, but you want him to actually hit us, or at least try to. There we go. So now he just healed up. Now I'm going to check him. Yeah, okay, he's almost out. And he's out. Okay, so now that he's out, we can use yellow kibble or exceptional kibble to tame him up, or we can also use spoiled meat. Matter of fact, I would recommend the kibble first, but if you don't have it, spoiled meat does it quite effectively. All right, so once you actually have one tamed, and we're back here with Coconut, I just left that one over there, so he was just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about one of these guys' best special abilities. They are immune to radiation. So if you have got all the stuff for a hazmat suit, make sure you equip it, and then you can take these guys with the shoulder pet. Make sure that you have a light shoulder pet, and then you can go down and you can go grab a very easy rock drake egg, because these guys, they deal a ton of damage, so they can fight off the rock drakes very, very efficiently and effectively. So you can jump up inside of one of the rock drake nests, get the rock drake egg, and then get out of there. Also, they are effective against Reapers, but I would be very, very careful when it comes to, if you encounter a Reaper, say like on the Valguero area, then I would recommend that you use a little bit of, be careful, is what I'm saying, is low-level Reaper, you can generally go head-to-head with a high-level Reaper, just get out of there. I mean, seriously, just go. Reapers will, they're like one of the things that will really go toe-to-toe with the crab, and it's kind of like a roll of the dice which one wins. But also, another good thing that these guys can do, they are really good at farming nameless venom. So if you come down here and you've got a shoulder pet on, you can turn the shoulder pet off, wait for some nameless to spawn, and then smack them up as quick as possible, and then turn your pet on, so where you can do full damage to the nameless. It is a really easy way of getting nameless venom. Alright, so that pretty much concludes it for everything you need to know about the Karkinos. There are a few traps that you can use. I prefer the Giga Trap just because, I mean, it's a trap you normally carry around all the time, so we might as well just use it with that. All you have to do is just add a little bit more stuff to it. Yeah, and also you can use a cannon against it. I didn't show it because, I mean, it's really hard to line up that shots, and if you miss, you run the risk of killing the Karkinos very, very quickly, and that's not something that is easily healable by dragging a dead dino to it and getting it to harvest. Yes, but also, yeah, so I hope this video helps you out. Another good thing is once Genesis finally comes out into ASA, then the most easy and effective way of knocking one out is literally just netting it and then either setting a trap up around it or just shooting it with a cannon while it's knocked out in the net. So yeah, that's one of the easiest ways. But for now, this is very effective. So hey, I hope this video helps you out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger, and take it easy, everybody.